Welcome back to Wash Talk, everyone, the Car Wash Podcast. I'm your host, Rich DiPaolo, and joining me today, we have Sud Bhatija, co-founder and chief operating officer of Spot AI. Sud, it's nice to see you, and thanks for taking some time today.
I'm excited to be here. Thank you, Rich.
Yeah, just got to, I've seen Spot AI on carwash.com. We've posted numerous press releases for you. I know you're making an impact in car wash operators, businesses out there. So I wanted to get you on the program today, Sud, to maybe do a deeper dive into the background, how you got started with car washing and detailing companies, and potentially maybe a look into the future of what's going on in this area of the industry. So I know it's traditionally been a pain point for, not only car wash operators, and I know I don't look at Sud, but I'm old enough to remember sitting in the back room of a small business, right? And looking through that grainy video footage and spending hours and hours of trying to find an incident or something. You could hardly tell, who the people were in the video, but you had something, and we've come leaps and bounds since then, haven't we, Sud?
That's very correct. And that story that you described is something that we heard from all our customers, which is what got us to start this business in the first place.
Fantastic. So I appreciate you taking a few minutes to learn a little bit more about your company and your offerings today. But just having gotten to know the company a little bit over these last couple of months, and certainly leading up to this interview, I've been on the website a bit, and I noticed that you're operating in other markets other than car washing and detailing, right? So what inspired Spot AI to initially focus on car washing, the car washing and detailing industries?
For sure. So we've been working with the car washing and detailing industries for about 3 years now. And what got us really motivated to work with customers in this space is we saw a lot of forward-thinking businesses with a lot of operational savvy looking to leverage technology to take their operations to the next level. And we saw that was, we found that very unique because of the level of interest that customers had in new technology. And then on the other side, we also saw a market with a lot of new people entering the business and looking for ways to drive leverage and, do more with less. When you're starting off a new company, you don't have all the resources you need. You're learning a lot of new things. Things are hard. Technology helps with that. And with this, against the backdrop of this customer mindset, we saw a lot of opportunity for video and video AI to help drive productivity. See, at the end of the day, you can't substitute having eyes and ears on the ground. And what cameras do is they give you that. And what we do is enable cameras with AI so that they can be really effective eyes and ears on the ground for you so that you can run your business better. And so there was a really good match between what the market was looking for and the attitude that customers came with and the technology that we had to offer. And that's what got us working in the car wash industry to begin with.
Yeah, and I noticed you're working with some big brands out there, and also went on the YouTube channel, the company's YouTube channel. I saw the customer testimonial video with Tyler and his team from Camel Express Car Wash. So definitely encourage our listeners to go check out those videos for sure. But can you give us an overview of some of the key features of the Spot AI offering for car washes out there?
Sure. And you mentioned Tyler, you mentioned all the folks that we work with. I mean, Tyler has been a big champion for us for a very long time. And today, as a company, we are in 20% of the top 100 car washes in the country. We've worked with customers of all sizes and scales, and they've been great partners in helping us drive what our offering should look like. So, coming back to your question of what is Spot AI and what are the key features here? So Spot AI is an AI camera system. What it is It connects to the cameras you already have, or if you want new cameras, we give them to you for free. And you get a software layer that allows you to access all your cameras across all your locations on a single dashboard. And what we do is we layer on that software layer with a lot of AI that we use NVIDIA GPUs that go onto these appliances that sit at your location. And with that AI, we're able to index and analyze that video so that businesses and site managers and owners and VP of operations and HR people and training managers, whatever have you, can get really relevant insights that allow them to run their business better. So, and then that's the platform at a high level. The three things that customers really like about the product. One is that we're an open platform, so we're camera agnostic. From our perspective, the camera is a sensor. It gives you data. What you care about is how you use that data. So, and then as an open platform, we not just connect to any camera, but we also connect to other devices and software, which has allowed us to build these integrations that customers find really, really useful and make their workflows faster. The second thing is that we're entirely AI first. And for the last few years since we've entered the market, we've been leading the market with first of its kind AI features, and we're continuing to do that even today. And what's really unique about these AI features is that our team takes the effort to really understand your business and understand your workflows and make sure that those nail those for you. Whether it's understanding through bottlenecks in your business, whether it's speeding up damage claims and allowing you to search video faster, whether it's figuring out if your kiosks are attended, we're able to deliver those insights that actually matter. And the third thing that people find really useful is that it's very easy to use. The platform takes no training. People pick it up really, really easily. It's super easy to use it, to collaborate with it, which, particularly as you scale a business, the last thing you want to think about is how do people use my software, or are they actually using the investments that I've made? So we make it really easy to use and really simple, and that's what people really like.
Yeah, like I said, I visited the website quite a few times over these last few months, and I keep getting drawn to one call out or on your website, and that call out is built for how your team wants to use video footage today, right? So it's a win-win-win for the customers and the employees and the operator or the owner of these businesses. Because like you said, damage claims in the past has been a big pain point for operators, because without visual evidence, it's either, it's his word versus her word, or, the customer's word versus the owner's word usually maybe goes unresolved, or the owner just accepts responsibility to try to move it on. Now you have visual proof that can be pinpointed to see these damage claims. So that's really where the Spot AI solution is helping out, is reducing these damage claims and these bottlenecks and improving processing, right, Sud?
Yeah, that's where we started, and that was the initial big use case. And I think that's the use case that a lot of customers even find useful today, right? As your volumes go up, if you're a typical car wash, you might have several claims on a weekend and many more during the week. And what we found with our customers was that there was somebody just spending a ton of time, or almost all their time, just like searching through that video, because as you said, that's really, really painful to do. So what we did is two things. One, make it really, really easy to find the video you're looking for. Today, you can look for video by license plate, and you can figure out, okay, if there was a certain license plate coming in, can you just pull up the clip corresponding to that vehicle in particular? And then the second part is actually making it very easy to collaborate with that video. So instead of sending that video as an email, and then, there's an email thread that has 5 things, and, you're not really sure what you're referring to in that particular video, we made that process simpler, where you could annotate particular points in that video. You could collaborate both internally within your organization, but also externally. And what all that led to is car wash owners being able to resolve damage claims 80% faster, and saving a whole lot of time in an industry that already has a shortage of labor, and where people trying to do more with less, to then do things that really move the needle on driving revenue.
Such fantastic point, Sud. And before we hit record here on this interview, you and I were talking a little bit about some of these large investors and these express car wash chains in particular, just this explosion of growth that we've seen over the past 7 years or so. And a lot of these companies are aiming to have hundreds of locations, which is something new to this car wash market. But you mentioned unattended pay stations and pay station alerts and activity maps in your previous answer there. So how is Spot AI providing actionable insights that maybe allow operators to optimize staffing across multiple locations?
So that's a great question. And I'll talk about two things in particular. One thing that we noticed with the industry when we walked in was, like you said, there were all these companies that were really looking to scale locations as fast as possible in response to tremendous demand in the market. And what they were trying to figure out is, are all my locations operating as efficiently as possible? And then also, what can I learn about one location that I can take to the others and make them better? And then on the flip side, how do I identify locations that are not performing as well as I'd like and then make them do a lot better? So there were a couple of capabilities that we brought out that I think have really moved the needle in the business. The first one is called idle time, and the second one is called unattended kiosk. So I'll speak about both. On the idle time side, what customers were really looking for is, what are the bottlenecks in my operation? When I have many cars to wash, where are cars slowing down? Where is the customer experience not as optimal as it could be? Where are places that I can optimize? So with idle time, what we allowed them to do is get insights into what that actually is. Where are cars spending the most amount of their time? How fast are you actually washing cars? Where are particular bottlenecks in your business? How do all these locations compare, all these metrics, so that you can figure out what's working better, so that you can send that and push that across all your locations, and what's not working as well, where people need more training. So what we found with customers is that using that capability alone, businesses were able to actually improve their throughput by about 5%, which is huge because that's a massive increase in top line that's directly going to your bottom line, and without any increase in costs. And then the second capability that we just launched, which was something that we've heard a lot about from our customers, and I'll pull up a slide and show this to you. It's called unattended kiosks. Over the last few years, the businesses has evolved quite a bit, where memberships are harder to come by. And, what folks are trying to do is, how do we get more from our same customers? So in response to that, or the biggest problem that customers were facing in, trying to do that was, what is your on-ground sales game when it comes to customers? Are you able to convert as many of these customers who are not members to memberships as possible? And one of the problems that they came to us and told us about was, hey, we have a culture of sales excellence. We have salespeople on the ground, but we don't have any visibility into what they're actually doing. And are they actually at the kiosk? Are they not? Are the customers being attended to? And, with some digging, what folks in the industry found out was that the membership capture rate increases about 4x when a worker attends a kiosk. 4x, which is huge. So the bigger problem to solve then becomes, how do you make sure that people are actually at the kiosk? And what people were finding is that the kiosk was unattended 30 to 50% of the time. So in response to that, we built unattended kiosks. And as you can see on the slide up here, what unattended kiosk is it allows the user to get instant alerts or retrospective analytics for when pay stations are attended. And what we're able to do with our AI is allow you to, for example, set things like, when do you want to monitor this kiosk, depending on the work hours of your particular location. And then it allows you to figure out when a person is not next to the machine while a vehicle is next to the machine. So we're able to sort of layer on both those analytics together to then give you really specified alerts on when it's actually happening. So what you can see on the right is in this particular case, this customer had 238 events where the kiosk was unattended and a vehicle was at there. And what happens in response to that when the system detects it is it gives you like an alert in the app, or it can give you an email or an SMS so that you know right away. And then also what we're working on with our customers is being able to map this out on a graph so that you can understand retrospectively how that happens, so that you can look at particular shifts. So you can look at particular locations and figure out what percentage of the time your kiosk was unattended so that you can actually go and take corrective actions, like training people, like adjusting your staffing to times where, vehicles are actually, much more likely to come in. And what we found, when we released this to customers was customers were very often surprised by how often their kiosks were not attended. And, you thought that it was 80-90%, but actually it was a lot lower than that. And those are sort of insights that really help customers in an environment where you're trying to do more with less, to actually make good and, provide the best experience for their customers showing up on site, and then also use that to maximize revenue.
Such great insight that you're providing to these operators, not only, what's going on with their site and their customers' regard, but also what's going on with their site in the regard to the employees. So fantastic. And operators have no excuse, this technology is available and they're able to get these insights. It's just a matter of investing and installing these solutions on their site. So I know operators like Tyler understand the game-changing solutions that Spot AI offer, but not only operators are taking notice, Sood, but others in the industry as well are taking notice. And in July 2024, a partnership with NCS, National Car Wash Solutions, was announced. How will this partnership affect and benefit not only Spot AI's customers, but also NCS's customers?
Yeah, that's a great question. What we and NCS have in common is how we see the future. The reason we started Spot AI was we saw the opportunity for video and video AI to be a daily tool and a data source for businesses to be able to run their operations. And NCS sees that in a very similar way, where video data is part of a broader suite of analytics that helps car wash operators be a lot better, make more money, be more profitable. So and we, as we see NCS, is a very reputed and very innovative player in the space. So what this partnership means for our customers as well as theirs is it opens the doors to really innovate together. See, we've been pushing the boundary of what video and video AI can do in the industry since the time we got in. And a lot of that, or all of that, has happened through customer feedback and customers telling us, hey, these are our problems. And working closely with NCS allows us to only magnify that reach and then really deliver more innovative solutions to the market, and work with a team that's constantly pushing the boundaries of innovation themselves.
Yeah, and they've certainly done their share of acquiring other companies and partnering other companies in the past. So I know that company continues to grow its presence in the market for sure. So great company to link up with there. Sood. So now if I'm an operator and I'm listening to this interview and I'm having all those issues that you talked about, damage claims and bottlenecks and struggling with processing, and I'm ready to get started with Spot AI, can you go over some of the costs and maybe the training requirements, what's involved with the installation, getting up and set up with Spot AI's cameras and system at a typical car wash?
Sure, happy to do that. So the cost of the system is two parts. One is the cost that you pay us for the licenses. Spot AI is charges customers on a software model. And what that allows us to do is it allows us to constantly, be aligned with our customers' incentives and keep innovating to earn your business. And then what we don't charge customers for is actually the cameras. So customers, and particularly for car wash customers, the cameras go out because the cameras are in a pretty harsh environment with all the chemicals in the liquid and the soap. They tend to go out every few months. So we provide and replace those cameras for free. So there's one part which is the system cost. The other part is installation, and a lot of our customers self-install. It's a pretty easy to use system. If you have a good network setup, it's pretty straightforward to install. Customers who have IT teams and who already maintain networks at their sites find that they can just do it themselves. And as part of the initial build out, they mount all the cameras, and then the appliance just goes into into a corner, and once it's connected to the network, it detects all the cameras. The setup just takes a few minutes. Some customers, on the other hand, who are looking to either install this at a much larger customer footprint or are looking for additional help, we work with a national network of partners, of integrators, who basically bring in the tools and the ladders, and they do the network setup to make sure your network's in a good place, and then install the camera system. And if customers choose to go down that route, we recommend partners, or very often customers have their own, and there's a certain service cost to be paid for that one time. As far as training goes, it's actually really, really simple. So what we find is people pick up the software really, really easy. We have a robust set of training tools, videos, and such, so the customers can learn about the product themselves. And we also have a world-class customer service organization, customer success organization, who are very focused on helping customers actually be really successful with our technology. So typically when customers buy the product, we onboard them, make sure that all their components are getting set up, and that they're actually getting value from the system. So it's not like, hey, let's buy the system and then that's it. Tell us if you need something. We work with you to make sure that you're actually getting value from it, so that you're set up for success for your investment. And then that customer success team is in touch with you on a very regular basis to make sure that you understand the new features that we've released. You know how to use those features. We host customer webinars frequently to talk about these so that customers can come in and learn about those. But what we see is that once customers get into the platform, they find it super simple to use. And for most, if not all our customers, the Spot AI has become a big part of their training manuals and their day-to-day operations that they incorporate. And then, some customers like Tyler do a phenomenal job of building out these processes. But as such, from a training perspective, really easy to use, which is exactly what it's designed to be.
And I noticed the customer testimonials I saw were all conveyor car washes, but is this solution applicable for the in-bay automatic, maybe the self-serve businesses as well, or?
It is. We more folks on the conveyor side because of sort of the nature of how those car washes operate, but there are full service customers as well who enjoy using the camera system.
Okay, all right. Well, I don't envy the line of work that you're in, Sood, because as we mentioned at the top here, and it's certainly anything in technology moves at such a fast pace, and nothing is evolving more than AI these days, right? It's the rules are kind of being written in real time, and it keeps evolving and getting better and better. It seems like every day, right? So I don't envy your R&D research and trying to stay ahead of these trends so far, but what do you notice as maybe the next major advancement for AI camera systems particularly in the car wash industry? And how does your company plan to stay ahead and on the forefront and the cusp of these evolving trends?
That's a great question. I'll speak to you about three things. One is, how do we see AI affecting car washes, and what's the next evolution of this product category? The second thing is how we've built our technology and our architecture to really stay on the cutting edge of AI. And the third is how we actually leverage that and work with our customers to actually deliver. So we started by talking about how this industry is trying to do more with less. And what's interesting is that over the last couple of years, that's actually true for a lot of folks. And AI, as you've seen with ChatGPT and with a lot of the latest advancements, can do tremendously more than what it could earlier. And so when you combine AI with video, where we see the market going is evolving beyond a camera system. How can AI become an extra pair of eyes and hands for the site manager? How can AI actually detect really custom events that typically only a human could detect, but then detect those without anybody having to look at video and then take action? So what does that mean? How can AI be used to detect if your machinery is working as it should? How can AI be used to detect safety incidents on your site so that you have a safe workplace? And then how can it take immediate action so that the site manager is not thinking about what has to be done, but the system does it for them so that you get that outcome and that impact right away? So that's where AI is going for car washes and for a lot of industries. And so, the AI camera system is actually becoming a digital assistant for the site manager on the floor trying to run their business, or for the owner trying to run their business. Now, what Spot AI has done uniquely, and the reason we have always been able to stay ahead of the innovation curve compared to other players in the space, is because we've built our technology and our architecture in unique ways. We have the ability to use the latest and greatest of AI technology and the models that come out and productize those really quickly for our customers. So we've built the tubes and the pipes really well so that as soon as the model comes out, we can get it out faster than anybody else can, and therefore can always give the latest and greatest experience to customers. And the other part of it is we index a lot of the video on the appliance itself that fits on a site. So there's no need to move video to the cloud and bring it back. Those appliances have GPUs that really allow us to deliver the most powerful AI models. So it's not just any new model, it's also the most powerful ones that customers can get capabilities that really move the needle for them. And we've made a lot of investments in that architecture and our system. And as AI gets better and better, we're only poised to be the leader in being able to deliver new value for our customers. The third part is how we do it. I mean, we stay very close to our customers. We love feedback. We love talking to our customers every day about their business and the problems they're facing. See, customers are the experts in their business. We are the experts in technology. So the way we see it is we hear about problems from them, and then we map that to the right technology that we understand really, really well. But then we do that just by keeping customers in the loop. So we've had the good fortune of working with some great partners in the car wash business, and we look forward to continuing to do that. And what we tell customers is, tell us your problems, and either we can solve them today or we'll solve them in the future. But if we hear about it, we now know where we have to direct our roadmap and where we have to direct our resources. So yeah, that's it's been an amazing journey working with folks in the car wash industry, and we're looking forward to continuing that in the years to come.
Yeah, not only getting that operator feedback in the car wash market, but also those other markets that you work in. These are public facing companies that are, I'm sure customer service is on the forefront of their minds as well. what you can take from those other markets and apply to car washing, I'm sure comes in handy as well, right, Sud?
Absolutely. I mean, the business, we work across 17 different verticals. So we've been at the cutting edge of AI and the forefront of what people can do with video across all of those. So there's a lot of learning there. There's a lot of understanding how people use video that applies to car wash. So yes.
Awesome. Well, I know this car wash industry is evolving fast, but not nearly as fast as AI, which is at a breakneck speed these days. So hopefully I can get you back on the program in the not too distant future, soon to discuss what this next level looks like. And how it's helping operators even more in the future. But certainly appreciate you taking some time today to join me on this podcast episode, Sud. I look forward to seeing you and the team over at Spot AI at one of these upcoming trade shows.
No, really appreciate it, Rich. Thank you for a great conversation and looking forward to coming back soon.